Good, I'm good. I'm just doing my thing, you know?
Well, yeah, I gotta turn my brightness on.
First of all, your sign is backwards and it's too bright. So what's it
It's
say?
definitely forwards, but like we're inverted. So I could technically invert myself. But then I would like be moving.
Backwards. Just hang it backwards. Trust me, I did that once.
Flip it around.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
will do that. I will do that actually. Cool.
And then just turn it down a little and we'll all see it.
There's no like settings. It's just this.
You can
Oh,
buy one.
you gotta buy a dimmer.
A dimmer. What about like a background, like a bulletin board or something? You think that would work?
No, it won't take the brightness down.
Okay.
Invert the invert.
I mean, it's a sign. You know,
Everything's a sign.
Oh. What's a sign? What is a sign? What's everything?
I know, Mike. I'm using that.
Do you do this every day?
No, I try to fit them in as much as possible. It's really like whoever is free and ready and willing. So
Free, ready, and willing.
mhm.
Like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
because
about to get spicy up in this bitch. We gonna get spicy.
streamers sometimes they don't like to commit to stuff like this.
I don't either, but I was like, sure, we'll try it out.
Look, when you blow up, they will.
I know, right? And it's like, okay, like y'all are helping me with that right now. Like I need to keep doing it to get anywhere. So
We'll be your stepping stone. We're everyone's stepping stone, it feels.
yeah. Well, what does that mean?
Do you want to know?
Is that like a beard reference? Like, what does that mean? Like,
It means when nobody is nobody on here, they come to us, they hang out with us, we help them, we get them up there, and then suddenly they forget about us.
Yeah.
A stepping stone.
yeah. So you guys actually put people on, and then they just
Yeah, they use us, and then they're done after they get there.
We cheer people on. That's what we do.
I
We
think that's
want
awesome.
people to do well. And when there's a lot of people that don't enjoy their friends doing well because there's jealousy, there's, why not me? And so yeah, it just backfires. We're just too nice sometimes, and it backfires on us.
Every time we are. Thank you for the roses, y'all. Appreciate
No,
it.
I think y'all doing that is just like good karma, to be honest.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Obviously, like some people are gonna. There's always gonna be people like that in the world that take advantage. But
Yeah, no, for sure. Eventually they'll get up someone's ass, like Jeffree Star, for example, and they'll just get too Hollywood, you know?
Yeah.
yeah. Screw them. Honestly. Don't pay attention. You know, it's like that's their problem. Okay, guys, this is Erin, Elizabeth, and Mandy Moe. I don't know how long they've been married. It's what, 2022? 23?
No, we got married in July of last year.
Oh,
And we've been together. We met on TikTok 3 years ago, and we've been together 3 years.
okay, cool. Yeah. And are you both like primarily streamers? Do you have any other like sources of income or like jobs or anything? Or is this just like this is your thing and you're all in?
I'm a full-time streamer. Erin is not.
No, I've been doing hair since 2008, so I still work in the salon.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, awesome. So how old are both of you? If you want to share, you don't have to.
I'm 34.
29.
34, 29? Okay.
She's not 29.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
I'm 34. She's 35.
I'm 35.
Yeah. You both look very young, so.
Thank you.
What else do you do outside of streaming? Like, are you into concerts, traveling, gaming, like any hidden interests, politics, anything? I don't know. What do you guys like to do?
I'm into politics, and then I like to. Her and I like to travel in the United States a lot whenever we can, and we are both moms, so we're busy.
Okay, so both moms. That's cool. So what does like the family unit kind of look like?
Um, we have two boys and us.
Okay. And they both live with you?
No.
Part-time.
No. Part-time, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. That's
Yeah.
good. Okay. So let's see. How do I like get into this? Okay, so I watched a video of Mandy counting down the days till y'all were married. And like I've never been married, obviously, but I want to. So like tell me about like the wedding, the days leading up to it. Like was it hard? Was it exciting? Like what kind of things were you feeling and going through? Was it a big wedding, small wedding? Yeah, just tell me about that.
So the wedding, I planned the entire thing, and it was the most beautiful day of my entire life. It was I don't want to say it was a big wedding or a small wedding. It was kind of in the middle. We had like 75 people there, which was perfect. It was the hottest day on record in Raleigh, North Carolina. So it was 117 degrees that day. So we were sweating our balls off. And it was just exciting. I think like we knew we wanted to get married pretty quick after we met. And so the nerves really weren't there. I think I got nerves in the engagement. Like I have commitment issues, I think. And so we actually called off the engagement, didn't we, honey?
Yeah.
In the middle of it because I was just like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. Like it just freaked me out. And we had to go through like some struggles. But then eventually I was like, you know what? Let's just do it. And it was the best decision to just do it. Like through the fear, through the like I don't want to say doubts, but just the like the fear of like divorce and things like that because I grew up in a family where it was divorce was like a Tuesday. And so yeah, no, it was wonderful. It was the best day ever.
Yeah.
Wait, back up a second. We were gonna run away together when we first met and get married in Vegas. That obviously didn't happen, but that was one of our plans that we didn't get to. And then we ended up having the big wedding because, I guess that's what we deserve.
Yeah.
Do you think that you wanted to do the Vegas wedding like that because of the commitment stuff that y'all were feeling, or like was there something about that like made that attractive to you, or like other reasons?
I think it was because it was when we first met. It was just so exciting to like, there's a pro and cons to both. Just running away and getting married. There's also a lot of like cool things about that. But then having a wedding, I felt like it's just something after not running away together and getting married. I just felt like there's something special about that. Having some friends there, so.
Yeah,
But like a reason why I wouldn't. I would have got married, right then and there. So
yeah, cool. Yeah, just like that passion for each other. That's awesome.
Yeah, we were just like so sure. We were just like ready, like let's just do it and not worry about what anyone else thinks. And as soon as I told my family, they were like, "No, you're not going to do that. We want to be there." And then I let that like get in my head. Plus, we wanted our kids there. Like that was the main thing. Like we wanted to have our kids there.
Yeah, of course. No, I love that. I think that's awesome. But it's cool too that you were like so ready at that time too. So it just shows that it was definitely meant to be.
For sure.
Okay. I also saw a video from 2023. I think it was Erin's, where you both talked about your New Year's resolution. So it would have been like your New Year's resolutions for last year, right? Did you stick to those? I didn't watch the whole thing, but Mandy, you said you wanted to work harder, even though you're like, I don't want to do New Year's resolutions. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm gonna work harder tomorrow. And then Erin, you were like, no fast food, and then you listed like 20 things, but the fast food was the first one, so I was like, I'll just go with that. Did you stick to that last year?
No, of course I didn't. I failed about 4 days in, but I was really committed. And so this year I have made that my New Year's resolution again. And I've been successful except for one time, but it was an emergency and I was out and I had to eat. But I've been very consistent.
She has. I'm proud of her.
This year. But there was another one about waking up before. I was supposed to wake up before I think 10 a.m. every day. That I did not fulfill either. So emergencies.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I remember that one too. And then like I guess in general, what are y'all's goals this year? Because New Year's resolutions are just a fancy word for goals. So what do you want to do this year that's different?
Um, I'm kind of the same. I'm not really a New Year's person still. I just want to do better. I want to work harder. I want to have a, you know, a good summer with our family and our kids and, you know, nothing crazy, just normal average stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I'm really trying to stick with this no fast food thing. I would like to be like more committed to the gym and just make enough money to where my family is like supported. That's it. Keep it real simple.
Yeah, and those are super attainable too. So
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
important for goal setting in general. So that's good. Cool. Okay. What about your videos? Y'all both post videos. Is that part of like just getting new people into your live streams, or do you do that just for fun, or like are you trying to get views, likes? Is because it is part of live streaming. I feel like getting views and getting people into your streams.
So
Yeah.
we
Of
post.
course.
My motivation for posting isn't obviously like, oh, I hope I get a bunch of views. When it happens, it's like, oh, that's really cool. But like when I think about posting, I'm like, okay, I haven't posted in a while. Let me post something. That's how I, like try to like stay on content because that's really probably one of the things that I'm lacking in. I could post more content.
Yeah. No, I want the views. Um, I want all the likes because my mental health, um, I've had to step away and stop because I find so much validation through that. And I think that's a natural thing.
Yeah.
Jesus loves you too, Billy. Um, I think that, I mean, when there are videos that we've posted that they're funny and we enjoy, and every time we watch them, we laugh. Other people might not get a kick out of that, and that's okay. But no, I want the fucking views.
Yeah. What's your most liked video, each of you? Can you
Um,
remember which one or?
yeah, mine is, well, I have two that are up there. Um, one is, it's like about a woman like finding cocaine in her bag, like wind blew it in there, and so I like stitched it or duetted it or something. And we threw flour in the air and like caught it in a bag, and it was so funny.
That one was at like 5 million views, right?
Yeah, that one was so fucking funny. And then I have another one where Mike Ivy is coming to see us, and I'm making fun of Missy Peterson. Or no, it wasn't Miss Peterson. It was Faith Gone Fishing. How she would make all these videos about meeting all these guys, and it was like, it was mocking that, and it was hilarious, and that blew up pretty big too.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
What about you, Mandy?
Mine, I have, well, on my other account, my main account, I have a bunch that blew up on there. And then this one I've just been working on for the last probably year on this account, maybe longer, I don't know. A lot of my political posts with supporting Trump blow up.
Okay. Yeah.
Like a lot of people love that because it's something unique about me, especially being a loving woman. You don't find people who believe like I do when it comes to politics. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think it's good to have individuality in general. So, like, being outspoken about that is just better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you were talking about like mental health related to posting, which I can definitely relate to that. I mean, like I get low views and then I'm just like, great, I put all that work into that for what?
Nobody likes me. Cool.
Literally, I must be ugly. Like I don't
Yep.
know. I must smell bad through the phone.
Yep.
So like in general, have either of you ever struggled with mental health and like I don't know, maybe went to therapy, like seeked out help, whatever. Like any addictions besides like the addiction to the phone, which I have personally. So
Yeah. I mean, I would say all of the above. Um, I I've had mental health issues. My yeah, Charles, open up a can of worms there with that question. I have, let's see, I have major mental health problems. I was recently diagnosed with bipolar 2. So I take medications for that. I have a therapist who I've had for a year and a half. I have a psychiatrist that I see. I go to therapy once a week, sometimes twice a week. I struggle with um, negative thoughts. I have like really like like deep core hatred of myself sometimes, and that will spiral me into a depression. Um, I'm also 7 years sober from all drugs and alcohol, and so yeah, that is a whole deep story that we can get into if we want to.
okay, yeah. Mandy, have you ever dealt with any mental health stuff?
I think everybody's struggled with mental health here and there. Given my childhood and the past that I had to grow up really fast. I'm surprised that I don't have more like than I like mental health issues. I think that I go in like I'm really stable mentally, and then like I can have like a week where I'm like really struggling, and then I'm stable. So mine's like up and down here and there. That's what I think. Um, I don't know how I'm not worse off, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think there's a lot of like environmental factors, but also genetic factors. So it kind of just depends on like the amount for each. But
Yeah.
so have you ever like seen therapy for that too, or?
I've been in and out of therapy probably like for 8 years.
Okay, yeah. I think that's really good. I think there's a lot of stigma about therapy, but I really genuinely think you don't need to be suffering from anything to go to
Yeah.
therapy.
And a lot of people think like Erin and I, we did couples therapy before we got married. And a lot of people are like, oh, you guys are in therapy. Like, what's wrong? Something must be terrible. And that's not the case. The case was we're doing this before anything gets bad. You know what I mean? So I'm for it.
Yeah. No, for sure. It can like especially with couples therapy. I mean, you just talk about your communication skills, like your boundaries, your love languages. There's so many things that you can learn from it. It's more of like a crash course, if anything. So
100%. I think we struggle with sometimes like perception and the way something is delivered, it's received a different way. And so it just helped us kind of understand. I mean, of course, it's communication, but just understand the other's perspective in the delivery, you know?
no,
And
I
it's
love
helped me like learn who Erin is and what she needs from me. Not that I'm perfect and always can give that to her, but it makes me understand why she is the way she is sometimes. And she probably learned the same about me.
Yeah, no, that's huge. That's awesome. Cool. So like if you want to go down the rabbit hole we can about like the addiction struggles and stuff like 7 years ago. If you don't want to, then we don't have to talk about it. But I am curious
I'm an
about
open book. Go ahead, ask away.
yeah, so what was your DOC? How long did you struggle with that?
So my DOC was pretty much anything. But what took me to rock bottom was,
Careful, be careful.
I don't know how to say it, but it starts with an H.
Okay, yeah.
IV.
And I was using it through IV. And that's what like took me down. I mean, I was like a full on, a full on junkie. I was getting ready to be homeless. I had my son taken away from me. I was 82 pounds soaking wet when I went into rehab. I had to detox for 10 days. I went to the hospital. I almost died because of detoxing. And so, yeah, it started when I was 15, is when I got into like drugs and alcohol. Um, and it just progressed, and that was that. I It was a really, really difficult road to recovery. I tried it several times, but luckily, like this one stuck.
Yeah, no, I think like relapsing is like a very I think it's can't remember the percentage, but it's a very high percentage of
Mhm.
people. But it's just all part of the process, and you've literally come so far. 7 years is amazing. That's like congratulations. It's
Thank you.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
I step in here as her wife. I get to like watch her help other people who struggle in sobriety. Since I've met her, it's just been really cool because I've never seen anything like it.
yeah, no, there's so much knowledge and wisdom you can give to people with that. I mean, having a platform, like, these are the types of people we need to have platforms to, like, help disseminate information like that. So I think that's awesome. And yeah, I mean, with the people that I've worked with previously, like, majority of the people that do get into those things, they do start at a very young age. So that's like, that's when your brain is developing, you know what I mean? So
Oh yeah, yeah. And getting back to, you talked about being addicted to your phone. When I started on TikTok, and it was in November or October of 2021 is when I got started. Really like live streaming and posting and stuff. And I was absolutely enthralled and obsessed. I would have to remember to eat, take a shower, like go outside. It was my whole world. Um, and I had to be like, whoa, like I needed to take a step back and get in touch with reality, because this world is so addicting, and it can be very dangerous. I've had a lot of friends come on here and get into the world of TikTok and then end up relapsing. More people than I can count, and so it is. It's a really, really dangerous obsession.
yeah. Yeah, I think it is. I think you might be onto something about like having maybe other addictions and like addiction to your phone. Because I mean, like the pleasure pain pathways are the same regardless of what you're feeding to it. So it probably does tap into similar
Oh my
mental.
God. My sister and I got started together, and we were saying how there's going to be a TikTok rehab for people who are like
I would
addicted
like to
to.
join.
Yeah.
I will be in there. I don't care how much it costs. Take all my gifts.
Yeah. You're just paying coins.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Do you guys believe in horoscopes?
A little bit. I mean, I don't think that I fit into mine at all. Truly.
Okay. What are you? Okay. First of all, what are both of you, and then what are you supposed to be? I guess.
So I'm a Virgo, and she's an Aries. She's the definition of an Aries. Like, she is an Aries through and through,
Yes.
has absolutely no patience, is like, let's go right now.
Full of fire and passion.
And there's no way that I'm an earth sign. It just doesn't compute. I think I can have earth qualities, but I am a fire sign.
She's like a Sagittarius type.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a Capricorn, and I think I'm a Capricorn. Honestly,
Yeah.
I kind
Anything
of.
I've ever read about a Virgo, I'm like, that is not me.
That's fun. I wasn't sure how into it y'all were, so.
I'm not like way into it. I don't live my life by it, but I think mine matches. So sure, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's like kind of transition into like a little bit of a deeper topic as well. So like I am bisexual. I don't know. Some people know that about me. Some people don't. I'm not like out here just like screaming it, but I am not holding back either. I came out at 16 in a Catholic high school, so
Mm.
that's like my background with that
Bet
aspect.
that was fun.
It was not. I lost friends. I lost a
Yeah.
lot of friends.
Mm.
And even my mom was like, "It's a phase. It's not. You're not really actually bisexual." So which I am. So like when and how did y'all realize that you were whatever sexuality, which I'm not sure for both of you, like each of you, if it's different, the same.
It's different. Yeah.
It's different.
Okay, so what do you identify your sexuality as?
I've always been into women, and I was in a cult, I was in a Pentecostal church for 15 years of my life, and they told me it was sin and all this. So I spent 15 years trying to like get set free and be normal, and I'd lay in bed and I'd cry and just be like, God, please make me normal. Anyways, after woman, I kept like meeting. It wasn't happening, so I left the church, came out, and I've just been it was the best decision I've ever made, and I've lived true to that, and I feel so free. I struggled connecting emotionally with men because obviously I've tried to be with men, it just wasn't there for me. So I've embraced who I am, and that's that.
Um, I've always been curious, but I have always been straight. I I still consider myself, for the most part, straight, which is weird and odd for some people. But I don't like to check a box. Like I don't want to um, be in this box. But I'm in love with Amanda, and she happens to be a woman.
Yeah,
That's kind of how that worked out.
yeah. No, I like that. I don't think. I mean, it's you. It's how you identify yourself. So it's not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So okay. So was Amanda the first woman that you've ever been with?
Um, Relationship, yes.
Okay. Okay. And
Hmm.
then, so like, how old were you when you like started having thoughts maybe that you might be curious about women?
I think I was 21 when I had like my first experience with a woman, and I was like, I don't know about this, but maybe it's just not the right person. Maybe I just didn't like her.
Right.
I was also fucked up all the time. So, it's hard to judge like what my thoughts were for such a long period of time. You know what I mean? Like I was always messed up. So,
You get it.
um, I think when I met Amanda, I had feelings and I didn't understand what was happening. I remember telling my sister like I was like I have a crush on Mandy Mom. She's like everybody has a crush on Mandy Mom. And I'm like no, no, like I have feelings. And she's like, "Oh." And then it just happened. So I don't know, there's no like age really. I've had certain experiences when I was younger, but um it the feelings and the emotional part didn't happen until I met
Yeah. So, okay. So, how did your other like family members respond to that as well? Like,
her. They were really supportive. I mean, my mom and dad were both in rehab, and so they were like they have no right to judge me. Um, so they were just happy for me, and my sisters were happy, and yeah, I got a very positive reaction.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, Mandy, you mentioned that you were raised in a cult. Um, so
When I had a really rough childhood, so my parents didn't take care of me. So when I was around 10, someone took me into their home. I met them through the church. They took care of me. They bought me clothes. They just took care of me like I was one of theirs. And one of the things was we go to church. So I just always went to church, and I felt like God saved me throughout my childhood. So I took it very seriously, and I was just wanting to help other people one day who were struggling as I was as a kid. And I my dad still doesn't talk to me today because of who I am and the lifestyle that I live. So I mean that's that. But my mom always loved me, even though.
Yeah.
So I guess.
So, like, when did you ever have a conversation with her about, was it when you were getting married? Was it before
No, I
that?
told my mom years ago, like right away, and she was like, "Yeah, I knew that. That's not a surprise. I don't care what you do."
That's cool.
And
That's sweet.
my dad, he found out through someone, and he said that he won't have a relationship with me until I, take care of the sin in my life. So that was that.
When you had that conversation with him, was it like a very emotional conversation or was
Never had a conversation with him about it. He found out, and he's never talked to me about it.
he just ghosted you?
Yeah, but he did that. He always, yeah, he's ghosted me my whole life. So it's not like, I don't think it's because of my lifestyle. I think it's just because he doesn't know how to be a dad.
He's a horrible human being. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm not going to give my opinions, but
Yeah, so I ended up to be who I am today, no thanks to him, or like, I don't know, I just, I'm proud of who I am, all of the trauma and shit that I went through. I guess if I can help someone today, that's what, like, I hope.
yeah.
So.
So then who are your like paternal, if you have any figures, like aside from your dad?
Like,
Obviously, you have a good relationship with your mom. It
I,
sounds.
I do. My mom's always, and to this day, struggled with substance, so it's always been on and off. And my dad, I just don't talk to him. And then throughout my childhood, I had different families from the church would raise me and take care of me and take me in, and that's how I was surviving, I guess.
So do you feel like you have any like maternal figures aside from your mom, like from the church still, even to this day? Like, do you still keep in contact? Do you still?
No,
No. Okay.
no,
Okay. No. Cool. Cool.
he's really close with my dad, though.
yeah.
That's awesome. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Okay. What about like friendships when when people like started to find out, like, I don't know. I mean, I guess being raised in that situation, um, like, were all of your friends also like in that church and they just
Yeah.
split off and just
I
separated?
didn't. I didn't take my friendships that were in the church as serious because they loved me based on how I was, like performing. Am I doing good? Am I living right? Then they loved me. If I'm not, so I didn't really. I kind of just don't care, and I didn't care. So when I left, there were a lot of like relationships that I did care. I don't know if I'm making sense. A few that I did care about that I mourned, just like, oh man, I really lost friends, but just a couple, and that was that. And I'm happier today.
Yeah. What do both of your friendships look like right now? Like, do you just have a bunch of friends from TikTok, from your hair salon? Like, are where do you like get all the social interactions from usually?
I have a lot of friends that are in recovery, and so I'm really close
You're cutting
to all
out.
of them. Um, I am I cutting out? Y'all are cutting out. Am I back?
I think it's okay. Yeah, I think it's okay.
Okay.
Maybe, maybe not. Oh, are we good? Wait, just
Okay.
speaking. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends in recovery. Are we good?
I hope
Are we
so.
cutting out for you?
I
I
have a
think
green dot.
You? I have a green dot too. Sarah, what the fuck?
yeah, I have a green dot too.
Um,
Um, yeah, I have a lot of friends in recovery. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that. And then I do have a lot of friends on TikTok that I really do care about and I love. Um, and then we're each other's like biggest support system. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Mandy? Are your friends from usually from or mostly from TikTok too? Because
Mostly
honestly,
from TikTok, and I really do care about my friendships on TikTok. I have friendships in Iowa, but after leaving Iowa, that's also changed a bit because I do have a core friendships, but like a lot of the people I used to hang out with, they were more like party friends, if that
yeah,
makes sense. Like, oh, we're friends, we're gonna all go out, but like when it comes to like life, they weren't. So now that I'm like, I don't participate and go out and live that lifestyle really anymore. I don't see them.
yeah. So do you not drink or use anything like?
Substance. Yeah, no, I don't, but that's by choice. So I'm not in recovery. Erin is, and she never said I couldn't. I can go have a beer right now if I wanted. I just chose not to because if I don't need that in my life, my wife's in recovery. Why would I go do that? Not because anyone said I couldn't. So
Yeah, I respect that so much. Like,
Yeah.
especially if you're not like really craving it or like I don't know if you're not like, oh man, all my friends want to do this or whatever. I don't know. I think that's
yeah,
great.
and I really enjoyed having sour beers. So like every now and then, like I'll have a sample of one. I'll ask. So and that's fine, but I don't ever like indulge and get you know. I don't feel what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, and then that makes it easier too when your like headspace is not in the gutter like that
Right. Yeah.
day, you know. Because then I feel like it definitely. I really do feel like whoever you surround yourself with is gonna influence the way that you think and feel and believe about things. So I feel like that's
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
good influence, and that's really good.
I agree.
Okay. So have either of you ever, I mean, obviously, like with the cult situation and people in the church, but have either of you experienced like blatant homophobia? Just like straight up bullying, homophobic bullying.
Take it away, babe. Yes, we have.
Um, so when my son's father found out, he said, "Over my dead body is my son gonna have two moms," and wouldn't let me see my son for about 6 months. Which then we had to go to court and do the whole custody thing, which costs a lot of money and time and stress and energy. All worth it in the end because we won. But um, my son's my son's father and I, we had a really good relationship before this, and we I could see him whenever, he could see him whenever. Like we just had a really great co-parenting relationship. And then as soon as he found out about Amanda, which was the very first time Amanda and I met in person and we had posted a video together, I guess he had seen that, and I had no intention of having Amanda meet my son for a while. And so he decided to use that. And so that was my first experience with homeless
Yeah,
people.
yeah. What about you, Mandy? There's
For me,
static. Wait, really, really quick. Can everybody just mute
yeah.
for like 1 second? Okay.
How do I mute myself?
Okay. Is that better, guys? No static? I think that worked, actually. So maybe it
I,
was
I hear it still, but it don't bother me.
okay. It's less bad for me now. Maybe it was my fault.
If you want, I can end it and come down with Aaron. I'll do that.
If you want, yeah, you can. Well, so we might do toxic questions at the end, which obviously, like you guys already told me your boundaries, so we're not going to bring anything like that up. But it's just like it's battles for the end. So if you want to, I don't know. If you want to
Well,
keep
I
your
mean, it's fine as long as you can hear enough. But okay, so for me, It almost wrecked our relationship at the beginning because I was the reason she couldn't see her son, which really I was like, okay, do I just leave? Because I don't want to be the reason she can't see her son and I have to watch her be in all this pain. I wanted to leave so many times, not because we weren't working out or because of her or myself, but because I wanted her to be able to see her son. I didn't. Thankfully, I did not leave, but the strain that it put on a new relationship, which is something that I felt like was robbed from us. We didn't get to, do the honeymoon phase was amazing, but it didn't last very long because as soon as, I met her for the first time and that already was happening and drama right away, which I felt like it robbed us.
Yeah, yeah, that's hard.
So,
That's really hard. Especially when like everything else seems like it's pretty good, and then that has to be the reason that there's an issue.
yeah.
It's almost
And
like
I have a good relationship with her son. I love him. He loves me. And it is what it is. And I built that and I worked for it. And her son built that and we worked for that. And I'm just really happy and proud that I stayed and that where him and I are. So,
that's amazing.
yeah.
That's a big hurdle to jump over when other people are involved like that. Especially when it comes to family. Like that's really hard, but you guys got through it. So
Yeah.
that's awesome. Um, okay. Do either of you feel pressure to conform to gender roles within your partnership?
No,
No, not at all.
I
Mm-mm.
just am who I am and she's who she is. And
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we have our moments. I think that, um, what are gender roles? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I think like those things are so, outdated.
Cultural tradition.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I'm me and she's her, and, that's it.
Yeah. I like
You know?
that.
Yeah.
That
Sometimes
seems healthy.
yeah, sometimes I need more love. Sometimes she needs more love. Sometimes I need space. Sometimes she needs space. Um, I mean, I'm the one that cooks because she can't or hasn't had all the tools yet to do it. She has cooked several meals in the past couple weeks. Um, she does like we just trade off. We make things work.
Yeah.
yeah.
I love that. That's awesome.
Mike, Ivy, get out of here. He said, here we go.
No, no. What do you mean here we go? Okay. So both of you have been pretty outspoken about your political affiliations. How do you feel about the new like executive order with pronouns and all the yeah, I guess. I don't know the whole
I'm
executive
for
order.
it. I'm for it. And here's what I'll say is I believe there are trans people out there and I do feel bad for the real trans, but the people who, they're using it for benefits. Well, what do you mean by that? Well, like, a male goes into jail and he's a guy and now he got sentenced, he's going to prison and suddenly now he's a woman only because he wants to be in the women's prison. Biological men participating in women's sports. I don't agree with that. So yeah, something had to be done about it. So yeah, it sucks for the true trans. They are out there, but the people who are changing with the wind, that's the stuff I don't agree with. Today you're this, tomorrow you're that. Like it's almost like you brought that on yourself in a way. So that's how I feel.
Well, yeah, I think how many genders were there last year? Like 74? Come on. Come on.
Yeah, it's
That's
embarrassing at this point. It's embarrassing for people like me. I'm just a woman loving woman and I have to answer for that. Don't bring that to me. I'm not part of that. I feel like it's a lot of mental health issues going on there. I'm not a part of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. No, I like it. I like it. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, I have like a whole list of stuff, so it's kind of sometimes I
Let me
go.
mute y'all real quick.
You said what?
Let's mute real quick.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
All right. Is it better? Maybe. It sounds better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely coming from Sarah.
I'm so sorry. Is it still bad, guys? Is it still bad?
I mean, it's not bad. I don't think it's bad.
Maybe I will. It's not that bad. Okay. Okay. No, I
Yeah,
don't. I don't have a fan on or anything.
it's fine.
Okay. Here's just a silly question. Are your periods in sync?
Sometimes.
Okay.
I don't think they are.
They're not, but they've hit at the same time before. But it's
Sometimes. Yeah, I think that whole thing is a myth. I
It
really,
is.
yeah.
It is a myth. Like actually, it is a myth.
Yeah, I don't think it's true. I mean, we both have it at different times. Honestly, it'd be great if we could both get it at the same time, but when we're both PMSing, I think it could turn into like a California wildfire.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep like muting. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, no. That would be interesting though, with like just one after another, or like just different times, because then there's just more extended period of time that is like up and down emotional, like hormonal, but yeah. Do either of you plan on having any more children? Like, what does the growth of your family unit look like to each of you? I don't know if you've discussed it already.
Yeah, we talked about, I mean, in the beginning we were like, no, no more children. I think we were both so scarred from our last experience with like our other partners, and the custody battle that we had to go through, both of us at the same time. And then last year, towards the middle of the year, the conversations like came up again, and I was like adamant that I needed to have another child. I really wanted to. I wanted to have a child that was born into love and with a loving family and two parents. And then, so we tried, and it wasn't successful. And we decided we were going to wait until we felt like we were more ready.
Yeah, and sperm is expensive. So
Yeah.
I've done the artificial inseminations. So
Yeah. Yeah. It's so expensive. And yeah, we're just going to wait.
Okay. Is there like a timeline that you are thinking?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm 35, so it's not like I have all the time in the world.
we'll just talk about it throughout this year and see what
Yeah.
happens. So it's not like, yes, we're going to have a kid, we're going to try really hard, but it's also not like absolutely not. It's just kind of we're trying to see what's going to happen then.
So
Yeah.
during the artificial, it was artificial inseminations, right? That you were doing. Or
No,
It was at home.
It was at home. We did an IUI.
Okay. Yeah. Was that in Erin's?
Yeah, I was gonna carry. Yeah,
Okay. 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 Cool.
in my gene. Yeah.
Mike said he'll donate.
You said what?
Mike Ivy said he'll donate.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Wow. I mean, it would be free, so there is that.
We don't want a little Mike.
No, homeboy can't pick up a napkin without falling over. No, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah. No, I think you guys seem like you have your head on your shoulders. You're in therapy. You have a loving family that seems very secure. Like I don't know. You seem like you're doing really well. So I think that's awesome.
Thank you.
What is your like 5-year plan? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh my God. I don't even know. Since August to now, I have struggled so much with my mental health, more than I ever have. And so I am not thinking too far ahead just yet. I'm still in this like new medication journey. Um, of course, everything we do is for our children. And so I'm kind of living like week by week right now. I haven't thought about 5 years in. Have you?
I have not. No.
We've been in a really, when I say I've been struggling, Amanda's been struggling with me. Like having a spouse that struggles so deeply with their mental health, like I'll get on live sometimes and I will be a total mess and I'll just ask for the chat to pray for Amanda because like I I couldn't imagine dealing with me. Um and so all praise goes to her. So um yeah, mentally I haven't been able to think that far in the future.
Okay, that's fair. Is there like a specific situational thing that's been happening like lately that's been hard for you, or is it just kind of the mental health like diagnosis?
Yeah, I think it's situational for sure is how it started. It was issues with my family members, which is is what spun me into this crazy depression that I could not get out of. And I was in that for about 3 months, and then I finally got diagnosed with bipolar 2. And so the first medication I was on was not it at all. I struggled so badly. I was praying for the depression to come back. That's how bad it was. Um,
Oh wow.
and so now I'm on this new medication and I'm trying to like just stay afloat and just get back to a neutral place. Um, Things with my family are still rocky, but they're better. Um, So yeah, I don't want to get into like specifics. Um, there's just a lot that happened in my childhood that is coming up because my son is at the age where I was when a lot of trauma happened. So I'm doing a lot of like projecting and a lot of memories are coming back.
Right.
It's just a weird time. It's a really weird time and I'm just trying to like stay above water sometimes.
Yeah. Do you have any like really good coping mechanisms that help you when you're in that like mental space?
Um,
Really deep into it.
Yeah, I would say the gym is my biggest outlet. So I work out as much as I can. I've been slacking really bad lately. Um, I do a lot in my recovery world. I try to help as many people as I can because that fills me up.
Yeah.
Um, Sleeping and watching TV are two of my favorite things in the whole wide world. And so I try to do that as much as I can.
Yeah.
And then of course hanging out with our kids gives me life. Um, I'm in EMDR right now, so I'm learning a lot of new coping skills, a lot of, meditation, talk therapy, different types of.
Yeah, I think the EMDR is going to be really good. Like you're literally just going to reset your parasympathetic nervous system. So I think that's
Yeah.
awesome. Like give it a little time. It does have to like it takes a little time, but I think it's going to be great for you.
Yeah, I'm excited, I'm nervous, but I'm also excited.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Okay, so I do this segment where I ask you questions and then I move on to the segment where I list a bunch of names from people on TikTok and you just give me your impression of that person. Basically.
Okay.
Or any situations that have
Wait, like impression, what do you mean?
I mean like how you feel about somebody or something that happened with
Not
them.
like impersonate them. Okay.
No, no. If you want to do that as well, you can. I would not hold you from doing that.
Okay.
Okay, so Mama K.
Oh, we
Love
love
K.
Mama K.
We love Mama K.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We love Mama K. Come see me live tonight at 8 p.m. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, okay. Faith on fishing.
You know, it was a rocky road there for a minute. I thought many things about her. And I will say right now that I prejudged and I was wrong. And I respect her to an extent. I didn't like the first half of Faith Confession, but the second half when she became like a troll, I really liked that version.
Okay. Mandy?
Same, yeah.
Okay. Mandy's like, I'm not.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fine. It's fine.
Cool, cool. The crazy hillbilly. I saw that you met him, Mandy.
Yeah, we were really close with him.
He used this
He
as a
was
stepping stone. He was one of the ones who was nobody on the app. And the first year of TikTok, I was top 20 in the weekly, no matter what. I wouldn't even try, and I just was there. And he became friends with Erin, and then she introduced him to me. And he was like, "We love you," and we would help him.
I mean,
And
he had 11,000 followers when I first met him, or 15,000 followers when I first met him. And
and
he was
then,
wonderful,
yeah,
amazing.
and he loved us so much until he met Jeffree Star, and then he wouldn't even like accept a call from us. Like it was weird how it happened. It was like, oh, okay, you're too good now because you're Jeffree Star's friend. So it was just it's hurtful because I loved him and his family, and
But
it's so weird that he just let TikTok take him like that. I guess.
I will say he's a great streamer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
will give him that.
Yeah. Are there any other people that you can think of that have done that, like a stepping stone? Because I feel like that's probably more common for streamers than you think. Like that's probably like that happens.
Yeah, I have more people, but I doubt you know them. They were more from the beginning of TikTok. But yeah, I don't think you know them.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them aren't even on anymore.
Yeah. What about Jimmy Speedway?
Oh, Jimmy.
I don't like Jimmy.
Really?
I do not like him
Why not?
because I feel like his only battling women. I feel like he's great for streaming, like as far as like, oh, I'm entertaining, whatever, because he bounces around with the drama. He's one day friends with Gordo, the next day he's not. He's friends with Missy, he's not. So he's just all over the place. So you don't really know who he is as a person because he shares with you everything that he shares is fake. We don't know what's the real him. So to me, if I'm going to develop a friendship with someone, I got to know who they are, and I don't.
Yeah, I've known Jimmy since before he got like big. Uh, and at first, when I met him, I thought he was hilarious. I mean, we battled so much. We would talk on the phone, and we couldn't believe what was happening. Like me and my sister got close, and we would be like, "Is this real?" And we were just blown away. We were obsessed. We were enthralled with TikTok. Um, and then he like lost his account, and so I let him borrow mine, and I would charge him to use it, um, which was so funny. And deep down, like I feel like I know the real Jimmy, so like I don't even go like I don't know him as Jimmy. You know what I mean? Like I know him by his name,
Right.
and so I've always liked Jim. It's been like a love hate sometimes, but I always have liked Jimmy. I can't help it. I've just known him for so long, and you know, he knows my family. Like, yeah, but I understand completely what Amanda's saying. Like,
Yeah.
he's got that like fuck boy, like what the fuck are you doing kind of shit. But he's a
Fake
great
as shit.
streamer.
Fake as shit. Like he's in there talking shit, and I'm like, okay, all this is bullshit. And then the next day he says something else. You know, it's just
Yeah,
he cares about himself.
Yeah.
yeah.
Guys, put names in the chat if you want me to ask. Like I feel like anybody I've talked to has either ever only said like what each of you just said. Like there's no in between. Like it's like one or the other every single time. Okay, what about Nilla?
Oh, Nilla. Nilla is a fucking weirdo. He sent me on live an unsolicited picture of his
No, no,
It wasn't
pee,
impressive.
no.
and it was disgusting.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
it was like a deflated balloon animal. Um,
You
it
know,
was.
you have the right to talk shit on it because he sent that to you and you did not ask for that.
I did not ask for it.
You have the right to say whatever you want about that.
I'm
Like,
just glad he is locked up. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say about that.
that should be illegal. Is it illegal? It should be. If it isn't, it should be. I obviously, as a woman, I've also received.
No, it should be. But it's okay. I sent it around. It's okay. Other people
What
saw
about
it.
you, Mandy? How do you feel about Nilla?
Just, scrubby.
Fair.
But I liked hanging out with him. He was really funny, and I had some good times with him.
I did too. Before the picture.
Yeah, just very, full of, I guess, drama, and then it was just hard to keep up with,
Okay. Yeah. What about Mike Ivy?
Mike, I mean, we love him so much, but he gets himself into trouble, and we've always had his back, no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always had our back. I mean, he's been the constant. I've also known Mike since I first started TikTok, and we like grew up on this app together. And yeah, he's always had my back, and I'll always have his.
When we're not doing so great, and he's never been too cool for us. He's always accepted us, and then likewise, when he's been struggling or puts his foot in his mouth, we're always like, all right, guys, it's fine. We love Mike. We just we truly love him because he's just hasn't changed. And what you see is what you get. And I respect that in people because a lot of times on TikTok, they're all like this way and then really they don't care. They're backstabbers, right? A lot of the people on here. So if you show me a creator who is who they are all the time, on live and off live, I'm always going to respect that.
Yeah, I mean, he's been to our house several times. He came to our wedding. Like, he is
what you see off the app.
Yeah, I like that.
Whether you like him or not, that's who he is.
Yep.
So
that seems to be a really big value for you specifically, Mandy. Like, just like being yourself, like not. I don't know. Like being fake is, I guess, the opposite of that. I don't know.
Well, that's because it's like I can see through that shit so well, and I'll call it out, and so will Erin. Like, and I just feel like a lot of people are getting bamboozled on here, but that's their thing, A lot of people don't listen to me. I'll be like, watch out for this one or watch out for that one, and months later they come back and like, you were right, and I'm like, well, so.
Okay. Yeah. What about J-Hop?
Oh, J-Hop.
J-Hop, when he first came on here, I remember him coming through my live and dropped me like 3 lions. Oh. And I was like, you're not getting them back. I'm not a recycler. And that's another thing on here I won't do. Like, if you're coming around here to gift me so that you can get it back, go find someone else because I'm not the one. So that's my first, interactions with him. Erin,
I've seen way too many wieners on TikTok. I mean,
no way.
I've
no
seen
way.
Mm-hmm.
What? Wow.
Just send it to you and you can show everyone. It's just a little nugget. It's just a little nugget.
Yeah, his butthole is bigger than his wiener. Let's just say that.
And you would think for someone who's so tough on here and big and bad that he'd have something going on down there. I mean, I'm not even into men, but I wouldn't even be able to feel it.
Lord. Okay.
I mean, it's just a little baby nug. It's a little nugget.
Lord. All right.
I wonder what Missy Peterson did with that thing.
For real.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, they were together, but I don't know what she did.
She hated his ass.
Really? Okay, I did not know that.
Yum. You slurp that thing like a Starbucks.
Oh my gosh, I did not know. See, this is why I like to do these because like I like to know, like everyone else knows. Why don't I know this stuff? Like, am I too new or something? I don't know. Okay, Debbie the pet lady.
I think she is the most mentally ill human on the app,
Mhm.
and I hope she gets help.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Kind of sad to watch her sometimes.
it really is.
And to see people like, I don't know, it's sad.
Yeah, it's sad.
Salty nurse.
He's just like the rest of them.
Just like the rest of them.
Yeah,
I'll spit you out. I'll be friends with you and battle you as long as you know it's convenient for me. But like, he's no different.
yeah, we were close with him until all the Missy stuff started, and he, I guess, chose her. I don't know.
And we didn't say you have to pick a side. It's just obviously she was coming at us talking about she was going to crash our wedding, and I was battling with him one time, and I was like, show up to my wedding, whatever, you know. And then he didn't like what I said about her, so whatever.
Yeah. Okay. I know. I don't like that. I don't like when people pick sides like that either, especially with TikTok. It's like it's not that deep. I mean, like you can say your opinion, say your piece about it, but like, are we really just gonna excommunicate everyone that's friends with? I don't know. I don't
Did
know.
he quit being a nurse to be a TikToker?
I think so, yeah.
No idea.
He's definitely not a nurse because he ain't there. He's on TikTok.
Okay. Okay. Sarah Duffy.
Sarah. Oh,
Is that her name? I don't
know. We love Sarah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we love Sarah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Nyx? Is that a? I don't know who that is.
Anthony Nix, that's one of our best buddies.
Oh yeah, we love Anthony.
Yeah.
We love Anthony.
Guys, do you have any other names? Ashley McAdams? I don't know who that. And D. I don't know who that is.
I have no idea who that is.
I don't know. Are you talking about Single on the Move?
Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah,
We love Single on the Move.
Yeah,
she's a classy bitch. She be like,
yeah. I've known her for
class.
We love Ashley.
Okay, right. Yeah. Mama Tot?
She used to follow me when I was first top 20. I don't know whatever happened, but I like her.
I think she's the sweetest Southern woman, but I don't know anything about her, so.
Okay. Big Keen, do you know who that is?
Him and I, gosh, we had some beef back in the day.
Oh, no.
But it's different. You know, I kind of like him again. So here's the thing. First year of TikTok, top 20, fighting for him and I were always in each other's way as far as like the next spot. And I remember I was like top 3 and he was like 4 coming for my spot type stuff. And it was fun until he like started saying like things about me being a woman-loving woman. I didn't like that. He called me Rainbow Girl. I didn't like that. So we had this big falling out situation 3 years ago. But him and I are fine now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's the type that plays the character. You know, I don't think he's really like that off the app, but I don't know. I think
he really puts himself in that character. Like he really
he wants people to hate him or something. I don't know. I don't know. He used to. He would talk horribly about women. I think he's a lot better now than he used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's chilled out some. But it's like I hate to love him. But I don't love him, I wouldn't say. I just like he came up with me, so I respect him in that way, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. That was one question that I don't think I asked. Like, how do both of y'all deal with just like hate related, like homophobic hate on the internet? Like, whether it's from creators or like the comment section.
Every day I go live, I have something like that in my chat. And really, it doesn't hurt me or bother me. Like, I'm not like, oh, they're right. I'm just like, okay, something's more. It tells me more about the person who commented than it does me.
Oh, yeah.
So it doesn't bother me, but I don't know how Erin feels.
I would say I don't get bothered by too much, except when they're talking about like kids or something. Um, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Every situation's different depending on what mood I'm in.
Well,
You
she
know
was
what I mean?
talking about like if they come in and they have homophobic comments.
My mods take care of it so fast that sometimes
That's
I'm
good.
into it. Yeah.
I think that's a great way to handle it, honestly. Just like try not to even see it in the first place.
Yeah. I'm not going to engage with it. Do you know what I
I
mean?
do. I'll engage with that shit.
Yeah, I'm not engaging.
Yeah.
Because I know me and I know I'll get so worked up that I'll say some shit.
I mean, I think it's healthy because, like, you have to think whatever you're putting in your brain, whatever is filling your mind, like, that's going to affect you somehow, you know?
Yeah.
So, and as creators, we kind of have to, like, protect ourselves from that as
Yeah.
much as we can. Okay, Coco in Memphis. Do you know who that is?
You.
Okay. Yeah, they're younger, honestly.
Yeah. I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, All Money.
Um,
I mean, I don't think I have an opinion. I think he is um, a great streamer. He's been doing this a long time. I wouldn't fuck with him.
yeah.
Um, he's always been kind to me and Amanda. He's always asked us, you know, how's the wife? How's the family? Like, he's always been kind. And so, yeah, I wouldn't fuck with him at all.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So, you know how you're saying all these names? How often do you say our name?
I haven't yet. I haven't.
Okay. I was just
But
wondering what the response is when you say our name.
it's coming. It like especially when I do previous interviews, it usually like comes over into that's All Money. I've interviewed him.
Okay.
I've interviewed. You know what I mean? My chat, like they remember who I interview, and they're putting that in there too. So.
Okay.
And by the way, everybody should be following Erin and Mandy. They're very cool people. So if you're not, you should absolutely.
If you're not following us, then I don't even know about you.
I mean, you're weird. Okay, do you know Alpha Mr. Best?
I've seen him. He runs with
Isn't he like the biggest douchebag on TikTok?
He's my least favorite person, creator. Like he's just I don't mess with it. Like I am not outspoken about negative like feelings towards anyone except for him. Like,
Yeah.
He's just it's wild. Like he just sits there and he'll like degrade women, and people are like, gift him, gift him. I don't get it. Why would you?
He requests me almost every single night. And I decline him every single fucking night. I don't know how he has a full room. I haven't checked to see how much money he makes a day, but it's fucking ridiculous that he even makes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you both know Koala Daddy?
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay. Kelsey and Curtis.
Love them.
Yeah.
I love Kelsey so much. I met her in Vegas and I was a little starstruck because I've been following Kelsey since like fucking before I even went live or had, you know, content or whatever. And then I'm friends with Curtis and we battle often. So yeah, I love them.
Huh. Cool. 867.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. So we had beef back in the day about other creators. He was a huge recycler. He wants his gifts back. 867, take it to heaven. He wanted you to also do it back. Again, like I said, I've never been a recycler. If I have to pay my way there, then I never really need it.
Right.
I never was into that. So yeah, him and I had beef years ago, and now we share the screen now.
Yeah.
I battled him this morning, but he is what he shows. So that speaks for itself.
Yeah. He's one of those creators that talk about the good old days on TikTok.
Yeah.
But I like him. I mean, we went through it, but all good.
He actually did approach me, like he requested me just to ask me to do an interview, and then when I asked him, like
It makes sense.
a few days later, he was like, "Never mind," and I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, he goes wherever the crowd is.
Yeah.
I mean, I would totally interview him. Like, I would interview anybody that is like going to be open and talking like you're both talking right now. But I don't know. I guess I'd like. Why would you approach me and then ask and then just 2 days later?
But you know what? It's perfect. He is the type of person to ask for an interview. Usually it's the interviewer that asks to
Yeah.
so it makes sense that he's like, hey, will you interview me?
I'm relevant too.
Yeah,
I love that. Honestly, I love that he approached me. It was silly to me like a couple days later to get that message, but
yeah.
Okay, guys, let's do only a couple more names, and then we're gonna go to toxic questions. Everybody put names in the chat. Names in the chat. Let's just do a few. Tyler Thibodeau.
Dirtbag.
Yeah, dirtbag.
Okay. Ali.
Ollie, him and I, he came up with me. Same story as Big Keen, I would say. I do think Ollie is very homophobic. We all know that. And then he cares about the tone of people's skin as well. So that's the huge things that put me off about him. But I respect him as a creator. He's lasted a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
People are saying Curly. I'm not sure who that is.
Curly, no. She's
Curly's fake. She's fake as fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have no idea who that is. So.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, guys, we're gonna move on. Okay, so this is the last segment of the interview. It's called Toxic Questions. We're gonna do a three-way battle. Whoever is in the lead after, it's like 500 quiet game, right? After we get 500 points, whoever is in the lead gets to ask any questions to the other two that they want. So that's what we're doing. So and we can do as many as you guys want to do. And like you can also decline. You don't have to like if it's something that's too personal. You don't have to go too deep into it. So
No, I've done. I'm answering every question.
Okay. I'm gonna answer it. All right.
Okay, let's do it. All right, guys, 500 points, and we can ask.
Y'all better start tapping my screen. Hello.
Yes, tap the screen and spam questions in the chat, guys. Spam questions in the chat as well.
Guys, put questions in the chat for me.
I need
Big Claw, guys, we need questions right now. Questions. Yeah, Jace, they're married. They're married.
Thank you.
Guys, any question at all, I can ask. Right now, though. Oh no, that's okay, Jace. That's
she's in the lead. She gets to ask questions.
Guys, ask questions in the chat. We're waiting. We're waiting. Who is their favorite chat? Like, I assume that means like who do you spend your most like whose lives do you spend the most time in?
I don't spend a lot of time in people's lives. Thank you. If I had to pick a person, I guess it would be Erin.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in Amanda's chat because I'm a mod for her, so it makes the most sense.
Oh, they're live? Oh, well, she's up, so we're gonna.
Oh, I'm up?
Yeah, you're up.
All right, it's Jimmy Speedway. He got a little dong dong.
It's like, if you want me to be completely honest, it's
fully
like
honest.
Pretty much like if you look up like average, like that's what we're.
Oh, 6 inch. Okay. All right.
I don't think 6 is average, Mandy.
I can't answer that question because I don't know what the answer
is. It's 5. It's 5.
We're up. So who do you like the most in your chat?
In my chat?
Yes.
I have so many people that I love, like in the chat, right?
It's a tie.
Thank you.
I would say it's a tie between Kayla and Charles.
Okay.
Yeah, Charles gets it.
Okay. Guys, put questions. Keep spamming questions. Do you play video games?
I do.
I do not.
Who's your favorite creator? Both, each of you.
Erin Elizabeth.
Okay, you can't choose me.
Okay. Favorite creator, Mike Ivy.
Okay.
Erin? I don't know. I don't like a lot of people.
What do you think about Jimmy Speedway, Sarah?
We're like work associates. He makes me money. Like, I don't know.
Who's your favorite creator?
My favorite creator, do you know Moon Tell That?
No.
Love her. I love her so much. Yeah, she has like 15 million followers.
Who's your favorite creator that I know?
Oh, I don't know who you know.
All right, why'd y'all break up, you and Jimmy?
So there was pretty obvious like issues the whole time. Like once he recorded me while I was in a different room to try to catch me cheating, which I was not. Yeah, he stuck his phone in there to record me. So that was like even pretty early on. Like before we even dated, he was looking through my phone.
Oh, damn. He a little sneaky fucker, huh? I knew I had him pinned. Go ahead, Erin, you're up.
Okay, what do you guys think about Missy Peterson?
I love her so much. She like one of my top favorite creators.
I mean, I don't really have a problem with her. I know y'all are not fans, but I really like I'm pretty indifferent with most creators. I don't know if we can make money together and have a good time, like
Yeah, no, I think she's a dirtbag, but okay.
That's fair.
All right.
Erin, I think you're still up.
I keep going. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Ask her who she has a crush on.
Oh, that's a good question. Who's your TikTok crush?
Oh gosh, I have a couple right now. I had a dream about Jeremy Jawbone the other night, like an intimate dream. You know.
Like you did him?
No,
I did. Yeah, I did do that. Yeah, in my dream.
Okay, who would you rather do? Gordo or J-Hop?
J-Hop.
Oh, okay.
Like asking if like Gordo or anyone, whoever the other person is. Like, yeah.
Okay, fine. Who would you rather do? 867 or Big Keen?
Keen.
Really?
Really.
Okay. Shorty Shane or the long neck guy?
Shane. Absolutely Shane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amanda, you didn't answer any of the questions.
Oh, I thought they were for her.
You're supposed to answer.
She's like, I don't like that. Like, I don't.
Mama Soprano, thank you so much.
Oh, that was fun. That was fun. MVP Big Claws. Everybody pick up Big Claws. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All the tappers. I appreciate y'all. This is fun. See, this is why we do this afterwards.
Thank y'all so much.
It was a good time.
All right. Do you want to keep going?
Yeah, I need questions in the chat, guys.
Yeah, guys. Okay. Before we even get 500 or anybody gets 500, ask Erin and Mandy questions in my chat right now. Just put them in there. I'll scroll up and see it, okay?
Get toxic with the thing. Come on.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, Danielle's got a question I want to ask. Guys, get up to 500.
We need one money gun, guys. Or if you guys can all help out with hand hearts, even tiny dinies to get to 500, just chip away. Ooh, that's a good question, Jody.
Robin, thank you. All right, I need some questions, y'all. Let's go.
Charles.
We smoking everybody.
Oh, dang.
All right. So wait. So who is both y'all's crushes on TikTok?
I don't have a crush.
I know, but just pick someone. Who's next after me? Obviously.
Mine.
After you? Probably Gordo.
Sarah.
I really like Tommy Two Coats. Like he's really rugged. I don't know. Like there's something about his emotional like unavailability that's just so hot. It's also just like I would never want to actually go there, but I just
All right, I need to get 500 so I can.
Who's your TikTok girl crush?
I need.
Ooh, that's hard. That's hard. There's so many beautiful women. You know that girl Christy, the singer? Is that her name? Christine? Christy? Oh my gosh, I've gone down that rabbit hole before. So pretty. Just like the way she does her makeup.
To talk to?
No. Who that is.
Or
So I can't ask any fucking questions.
Why did Jimmy Speedway cheat on you? Who did he cheat on you with? Let's go.
Okay, I told him I would never tell anyone.
Was it another TikToker?
It is.
Oh.
Ooh, I know who it is. Okay, my question now. I have two questions. Okay, who's the cringiest person on TikTok?
Jimmy's up there.
Cringiest.
Gosh, there are a lot of cringy people on here though. Like 867's up there. I mean, he's nice. You know, he's cool.
I gotta give that one to Missy for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, are you seriously entertaining a relationship with world champ?
Yeah. I want to hang out with him. Like, I still haven't been able to hang out with him. So it's like hard to really, for me, my top love language is physical touch. It's hard for me to like feel like deeply about somebody without like being able to see them in person.
They want to know what you feel about Heartland.
Nah, I don't fuck with them at all. Yeah, I do not fuck with them.
Guys,
at all.
more questions.
Were you cool with her when she was with him?
Yes, I differentiate them as people. They're two different people.
Okay.
And, I honestly, I didn't like how much hate she was getting for being with him. That's just my opinion. But I also think that she kind of dug herself in a hole by lying on live and just, you know, like basically making that situation into drama. Like, I don't think that you should be capitalizing off of.
Who's Tori V? How do you feel about Tori V?
Tori V. She was Jimmy's like best friend throughout our relationship, and like they would talk on the phone every day and stuff, and we were cool. And then like I was doing this NPC live one day, so I like made like some Barbie NPC content, and I kind of like used hers as like a, I don't know, inspiration. And I think she thought that I was like copying her or whatever, and then she made an entire diss track about me.
Wow.
And like unfollowed me and just like never even said anything to my face. Just like, I don't know. It was really weird.
Is she still on TikTok? Because I never see her on.
Yeah, I still follow her. Because I'm like, maybe one day she'll get over whatever this is. But
would you ever rekindle things with Jimmy?
if he went to therapy for a year, I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, I'm still single, so I'm out kind of waiting. But
would you ever interview Mike and Missy at the same time?
Sure. Yeah, I would interview anybody who's like ready to be open and talk about things that are important. So.
Oh, that's a good question.
You can ask it, or if you guys want to start another game, let's do that first. Honestly,
No, Missy would never allow it. Okay, let's start one more.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys, get me 500 quick.
Guys, we were not up at all that round. Let's get 500 points. Okay, chip away, even if it's like high bears, guys. Let's
Keep putting questions in the chat.
And taps are free points too. So all we have to do is get 500.
No.
I feel about Mama Tot. She's great.
Oh. Melinda, let's go, guys. Follow suit.
Follow her at all.
Thank you.
I agree. Bambi!
500 points, guys.
I'm gonna have a
you guys. We have another interview tomorrow as well, so go register for that.
Who's that with?
It's with Justin Cash.
Oh.
Yeah.
Robin, thank you.
I don't know him.
100 people in here and we only have 160 points. Come on now. That ain't good.
I know we should have bare minimum at as many points as we do people in here, guys. Everybody tap the screen, please. It's free points. Melinda, thank you. Melinda. Jesse, guys, we're getting there. We're getting there. Let's go. Yes. Okay. Are you guys in a throuple with Mike Ivy?
No.
No, that was clickbait.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Erin has a video with like 5 million views because we pretended that.
Yeah, that was clickbait.
And people just.
Oh, Robin. Okay.
Who's more jealous? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, back off, bitch.
You said back off. Who's more jealous?
That was gonna be my question.
That's a good one.
Hold on, where did that question go? What are y'all's thoughts on big old Texan?
Don't know.
Dirtbag.
You don't know him? Oh, come on, that's such a good question.
Classic guy on here, dirtbag.
Oh, guys, we're so close to
being
Waiting women for their money.
Y'all ask questions.
Melinda, we're up. You can't. We are up. Who's more jealous in the relationship?
I would say, I mean, for a long time, neither of us. But recently, with my mental health decline, I have been more insecure than she has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've both had jealous moments, but we're not real jealousy. Too bad, you know.
Yeah. But we've never had to like worry about anything.
That's good.
Would either one of y'all date a man with a hairy back?
Yes.
No.
Absolutely. Like, I invite them.
Oh, no bears.
I like hairy men. I don't know. I like hairy men. I like very feminine women and like very like dudes, like guy. You know.
Does
Is
Jimmy?
that why he's on favorite all the time? Who?
No, he doesn't really. Not really. No, it's like pretty bare.
I would say he's more of a feminine.
Jimmy's got a baby back.
Yeah.
He a little baby back. Okay.
Do you want to trade their back butts?
Guys, Mandy's up. We can't ask anything.
I don't have questions, y'all. Y'all gotta help me out, chat. I'll ask anything. Y'all know I'm savage like that, but it's gotta be in the chat. What is it? Who's your favorite mod?
Leah. She knows also. She knows that she's my favorite. Let's go, Melinda. We're up. We are up. Oh, so this is kind of like a rude question. I'm just gonna say it. Don't take it personally from me. Why does Erin talk about Missy when she is having mental health problems of her own?
Ooh. Because Missy brought it to me first. So I feel like when you threaten to crash my wedding and buy a pew pew and bring it there, I'm gonna fucking talk about you.
Guys, this is like, as creators, we have the right to talk about whatever, whoever, wherever, whenever, whatever.
Tell them, Sarah.
Our platform, okay?
We got Mrs. Mods in there asking questions. Go ahead then.
Yeah, we are people. So, what do you guys think about Heath Dillon?
Heath, dirtbag, same as all the other guys on here, manipulating women for money.
Yeah. But I also don't know him, like, at all.
Yeah.
I have some weird stories with that, but I'm not going to talk about it. What do you think about Slot?
Oh, is she in prison right now? She's the one. She's the one that stole all that money. Enough said.
All right, y'all two keep playing this game. I gotta jump off. I gotta go potty.
Okay.
What do you mean you gotta go potty?
Gotta go potty. Y'all keep playing. I'm gonna be in the chat. Okay. Go over to theirs, y'all.
If you want to be done, we can. Like, you know, sometimes I do toxic questions for literally an hour. Sometimes we do like 2 games. It's not a big deal, regardless. I mean, it's a good.
We'll do one more, and then I'm gonna go.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, guys, last game of toxic
questions. The questions.
If you want to know something about Erin that she hasn't talked about yet, then put it in the chat. Okay, just start spamming the questions. I will scroll up if I see a good one. But we need 500 points to ask her anything. So
yeah, bring on the questions.
Oh, did somebody report her?
Report who?
Somebody said who reported her. No, I think she just had to go to the bathroom, Randy. Ooh, that's a good question, Melinda. Guys, we need 500 points.
Oh, those are good questions.
Tap, tap, tap. We can get there, guys. Literally, if everybody taps right now, we are at 500 points.
I had to stretch my leg.
Okay.
Melinda.
Yeah, these are great questions.
We're gonna ask you about Brian Vito soon.
Yeah.
So,
hi guys.
Fuck Brian Vito. Brian Vito is a fucking loser.
I want to say who is it, but I can't, guys.
Charles. Okay. Um, let's see. Do you think Missy's still with Heartland?
I think a lot of people fake relationship stuff on this app. Even I did that with Jimmy. Like we faked arguments, which I felt really guilty about after, but I had no previous social media experience, so I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I agree completely. Amanda
And
and I try to have fights, but they're just we just end up breaking because it's too ridiculous.
yeah, yeah,
It's too ridiculous.
yeah. I just don't think it's a good. Like people want to. Yes, people like drama, but that's not good to like take in.
I agree. I agree completely.
Oh,
It's toxic.
yeah. Doubles, doubles, doubles. We're so close. We're so close.
What makes you such a princess?
Me?
Yeah.
My name is Sarah. It means princess in Hebrew. Nice try.
Boom. Boom.
Nice try.
Yes.
Guys, we're so close. We need literally a few points to be up.
That was such a toxic ass question.
I know. It's fun, right?
Did Jimmy ever eat at the Y? What does that mean? What does that mean?
Does that mean like down there? Because yes.
I don't know. That was a stupid question.
Yeah.
How important is TikTok to your daily life?
Melinda. That's how I pay my rent. Okay, guys, we're asking questions now. Who is Brian Vito? Who is Brian Vito?
He's this middle-aged dude who's like on TikTok, manipulates women, goes after other creators when they're doing well and he's not doing well. He's abusive, he's manipulative, he's just a horrible, horrible human being.
Okay, fair enough.
Yep.
I really don't know who it is, but oh my gosh, we're 1 point ahead of you. Your team needs to send some roses right now.
Robin! Guys, with the questions.
Guys, keep putting questions regardless of if we're up or down.
I would rather get a 30-minute bitch. You said your love language is physical touch. What are your least favorite?
Probably like acts of service. Like I'll just do my own dishes. Like I don't like if you do that, I'll be like thanks, but I won't really care at all. Like it's not.
What was the last straw that made you pivot from all the drama?
I was really depressed. I went through an entire like deep depression where I couldn't even like hit the live button anymore because I was like so stressed from all the bullshit.
Yeah.
And like I had already started doing like these question things and people were giving me good feedback, so I was like maybe I should try to like do this in a more structured way. So this is how I got into this. But yeah.
Okay. Okay. Was Heath ever in your inbox?
Like for like battling and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he didn't like slide in the DMs.
He's
Who else have you been with on TikTok?
I've literally only ever met Shorty Shane and like him and I didn't have a thing, and then Jimmy. So
Okay.
yeah.
When do you plan on meeting World Champ?
Probably like the end of February.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Where is he from?
Texas.
And you're from where?
Kansas.
Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She said her story's not here. Could she love it? Well, I don't know how much she can elaborate on that one.
Good game, guys. Good game. MVP Melinda. Thank you. Adam, Tierra, Leah, Mike. Guys, if you liked this interview, please go to my bio and register for the one tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow night with Justin Cash. It should be good too. And I will also, if you missed half of it, a third, whatever, I will be posting the full-size interview on my YouTube channel. It's at serotonin444. Don't forget the at when you're typing it in. Otherwise it will not pop up. So Erin, I really appreciate it. And Mandy, seriously, thank you for like sticking your leg out or whatever the saying is. I don't know.
I'll stick my leg out anytime.
Yeah, whatever the saying is. Thank you. Thank you. Because this is like the stuff that I'm, really passionate about. I think it's fun.
No, I think it was cool. I really enjoyed it. Thank you. Thank you for asking.
I appreciate it. So I hope you have a good rest of your day.
All right, you too. Bye.